Hi guys, Chown here with JChownGolf, and what we're going to talk about today, we're going to talk about a topic that a lot of you guys struggle with, and that is over-the-top golf swings. And I'm going to tell you exactly how you've got to fix this over-the-top golf swing. It's not only going to be kind of a drill to do, this is going to be a structure. So a structure you have to go through in your practice to really get this. I've had a lot of lessons out there, either online or in person, where we've had great success with fixing over the top golf swings in a very short space of time. So we're going to dive right into that today, and we're really going to get into the meat of how to fix an over the top golf swing. So let's stick around for the whole video for this. And before we do, please make sure you like the video, make sure you subscribe. It really helps my channel out a ton. So if you want nice easy golf instruction, JChownGolf is your place to be, so click that subscribe button. You won't be disappointed. So let's get into the meat of this. Over the top golf swing, something that a lot of people struggle with over the time. Really hard thing, traditionally hard to be able to fix in a golf swing, but I'm gonna tell you a way where it's easy. So ultimately what we need to do, we need to take this into almost two steps. We've got to figure out one thing here. We've got to figure out the root cause to your over-the-top golf swing. And a lot of you saying, what is a root cause? A root cause is where something starts, where that problem starts, and where then it creates a roll-on effect for it. It is the root of the problem. So a lot of this with over the top is never talked about. I'm surprised when people come to me for lessons, and they've been having lessons with another pro somewhere, and a root cause has never been spoken about one bit, because it's still not a common thing in golf instruction. So let's say root causes. So for over the top, what would that be? I'm going to more talk about one very, very common one. And for guys out there, and that is your classic out of sequence downswing. So that's your throwing the right shoulder at the golf ball. That's what a lot of people think. They think I'm throwing my right shoulder at the golf ball. What that is upper body rotating too hard from the top of the downswing, or top of the backswing to downswing. And that creates a very out to in path, and that creates an over the top type of swing. So I'll see a lot of guys out there practicing with a drill, let's say with a head cover or something on just the outside of their golf ball, where they're trying to miss that, and they'll still be throwing their shoulder over, but they might just be dragging in last second to miss that head cover. They'll still hit a kind of slicey shot out there, where why that never gets fixed and why those kind of drills on their own don't fix it is because of the root cause is not addressed. So what we need to do first in this process is address the root cause. So we need to get up to the top of our backswing if this is our problem, and we need to make sure that our lower body is more initiating the downswing. Now there's loads of little ways to really practice this and work on this. I've got another video just like this that I'll put a card to up there, which is really for this problem root causes. And I've also got an online course out there on Skillist, which is an online learning platform. This is this exact thing, which is an hour long for this type of video. So I'll put that link down there if you want to go and have a watch of that online course. So what I've got here, guys, to really work on this outer sequence, this is how I used to work on this back in the day. So I've had an over the top golf swing back years ago as well, and I managed to fix it very fast in my golf swing when it happened. Now this was a lot because of my coach back in the day talked about root causes as well, and we had a time where upper body was firing too hard, and he was very into his kind of gym type of stuff. So I've got a resistance band here, and I'll tell you how to do it without a resistance band. Best way to do this, in my opinion, guys, is to get an upright. So my upright here in my net in my back garden. And what we're gonna do, we are gonna get this tied, or just not really tied, just threaded through, so it's just like a round and upright, just like this. Now, hopefully this won't fall down when I do this. That won't be great. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to get up to the top of my backswing position here, and I am going to hold on to this resistance band here. You can see now, if I try to go too much with my upper body, it's going to stop me because there's too much resistance, and this is looks like it's going to fall down in the process. So what I want to do, I want to keep this exactly where it is, and I want to turn my lower body just like that. I want to turn my lower body, my chest, I want to get everything turning, but I want my arms to stay there. What this is doing, guys, this is taking care of the root cause. This is step one. We want to make sure we've got drills in there for root causes. That's one absolutely great one to do. A lot of the time you can go, if we chuck this over here, we could go and even just grab it, either with our left arm, we could do it with, really turn our body. That'll be a great one. Another one I've got on my channel as well and on my Instagram page is called the wall drill, where we get up to the top of the backswing, we slide that club down the wall because it's calming down upper body rotation. If I detach it out the club goes. So that's our step one. We've got to figure out, one, the root cause. This is for out of sequence. First thing we have to do. So once we got that, we got some reps in, preferably it be a drill without a golf ball so you can get the perfect move. Now we need to move into the golf ball. So this is where I like those drills to be done, where it's like the head cover on the other side of the golf ball. One I personally like more is one with alignment stick out the ground. It's nice and wet, it's been raining here, so that was easy to stick in. So this is when we've got all those reps in. Let's say I've got my resistance band put up there, I've been doing the wall drill, I've done a lot of reps working in there. And then I move into this. So this is all within a practice session, guys. Then I move into this. So I'm gonna be hitting some balls now. And all I wanna do now is I wanna swing and miss this stick. So you can see if I swing over the top now, it's gonna be hard for me to do with all those reps I've just done. I'm gonna clatter into the stick. It's not gonna be fun. It's gonna reduce my excessive out to in path. So I'm gonna hit a bunch of balls here where I just wanna exaggerate staying underneath this. And let's say I'm an out of sequence guy. I want to do this whilst feeling that I'm calming my upper body rotation down. So I want to do this whilst feeling I'm pointing my chest at the camera there. Again, done a video on this exact one. I'll put a card up there to that as well. So I want to get my chest, my zipper, staying, pointing at that camera for as long as possible whilst doing this, if that is my root cause of an out of sequence upper body movement. So if I do this here, guys, swinging underneath this, really have to over exaggerate that move to get that feeling in there. So how I would do this, I would probably do as many reps as I can. Well, probably about 10 reps. I'll do 10 reps with this drill here. This is if I'm doing this at the driving range or in a home setup. We've all got these now because of COVID, so we've all got our home setups. And then I would move into a bunch of balls, again, probably about 5 to 10 balls with this, having that same feeling. So I'm still there, I could still be there at the wall, dragging it down. I could still be there pulling on the what is it called, the resistance band. But I'm doing that feeling whilst being here with the golf ball. And then getting some reps in there. And I can see probably by my golf swing, it's looking extremely behind me. It's looking like that club is really almost getting stuck. But that's the whole goal for this for me, because I want to not swing over the top. So if I'm an over the top swinger, I want to make sure that I'm really over exaggerating it as much as I can. So I could even do this really hard where we move it very close over there. So even if I'm fairly neutral coming into the ball, I'm going to hit this stick. So let me hit another one here. That's a really swing on the inside there, and I hit it off the toe. But for you guys who are really struggling with out to in golf swings, over the top swings, it'll be massive for you. So how you structure this, guys, you go from drill without the ball, drill with the ball, drill without the ball, drill with the ball. Go back and forth, back and forth, back and forth if you're doing this as a practice session, and then until you got no balls, and then you go home because you've done your good work. You could really even just hit, let's say 50 balls, so like a medium to smaller bucket at the range. Do this kind of really way of structuring it, and you're gonna be making the most out of your time practicing. I hate it when I see people at the driving range just hitting ball after ball after ball, not working on anything in particular, or if they are, they're just thinking it, using their head. This is not good to make a change. We've got to physically make our body do it. We cannot do it by just thinking. Only if we over exaggerate something so extreme can we do that movement. So I really want, guys, just to drill without the ball, and then this, and then you're going to be really making your change in a very fast rate. We can do this. I've had a lot of lessons where we do this within a lesson, where we make this change happen within a lesson. We go from an extreme over the top to swinging into out in an hour's worth of a lesson. So this is something that can really go there fast. You've got to have structure when this is in it. I always like drill without the ball, drill with the ball, and then keep going there. Even if you can't get to there, or if you can't get to the range, let's say you're stuck at home like I am, just do a lot of drills without the golf ball kind of thing. Be really good ones to practice there. Over the top swings, traditionally they're hard, but they're only hard because of how golf instruction used to be. They're easy now because we understand how the brain works and we understand how to make a change in the golf swing. So that's why I said, guys, this is going to be the most important video you've seen to changing your over the top golf swing. So I hope you like that, guys. I hope you found that helpful, really getting in there nicely to the point of this. But really work on this and you'll see a massive change in your swing path, I can guarantee it. So if you like that video, guys, please make sure you press that like button. Obviously, really helps my channel out a ton, and make sure you hit that subscribe button if you want more golf instruction just like this. But if you want, let's say, a little bit more in-depth more in detail kind of thing, so like I said, I'll put a link down below. There's a course I've made on a learning platform called Skillist. There's an app for it, and there's also a website. So you go and find my profile where you type in Jonathan Chown, and you'll find the coach section on it, and you go onto online courses, and then I'll have an online course which is called the Ultimate Over-the-Top Fix Guide. And it has got everything. It's generally a similar structure to this, but it's all the root causes you could have to swing over the top, all the fixes for it, and the structure, and I go into much more details. Like I said, it's over an hour long, but it's all segmented. So it's not like you're watching a whole hour long video. It's all segmented and broken up. So if you really want to get in there and change it, it's very inexpensive as well. So if you really want to change this, and let's say you don't want to go and get a lesson with someone or what have you, this is your place to be. But if you do, it's an online coaching platform. So you can go and send me in some swings for an online lesson, and you can get it on there. So that's at Skillist. I'll put the link down for the website in the description. So have a good go at that, guys. So really work on this stuff, and you'll be fixing your over the top in no time.